Good evening.
Little Goody Two Shoes.
Good evening and goody two-shoes. Yeah, we're just picking up where we left off from last time. I like how we basically went from one child crunching simulator to another. Now I need to remember how to play this game. Okay, looks like I'm going to the backyard now. Not necessarily crunchy, but comparable enough.
For goodness sake.
I mean, yeah, like... The child in Inside wasn't always, you know, death by crunching, but like... I'm just gonna hang it over here so that I'm not in the way of the, so that I'm not in the way of the girl. The child in Inside wasn't necessarily crunched, but like... made a lot of crunchy noises. Can you point out something to keep an eye on that I missed? Go for it. For goodness sake. I've neglected it for so long, it'll be impossible to dig. Yeah, that's a mood. Orchard on the second floor. I will look at that after this. Anyhow, this is no time to loiter about. Gotta till that field. Are these the titular Goody Two-Shoes? What is this? A pair of shoes? How could they possibly have wound up here in my garden? Oh, they're wonderful. They do look gorgeous. Immediately puts them on. And they fit me like a glove, too. These shoes... It's as though they were made for me. Oh god. No, no, do not say that line. Any line but that one, for the love of God.
I did it!
All of Kuiperberg needs to hear about this. Oh, that's very cute. Keanu Reeves, welcome. From now on, it's Miss Elise to you. Excuse me. I like how she gets a pair of nice shoes and then immediately goes full crazy yandere villain. Again, very relatable. On your feet, Elise. Explain yourself.
Oh, shush it!
What is there to explain, father? Could you not hear yourself, lass? Parading into St. Walpurga's place of worship, howling and shouting like a... Please, old Johan. Words of egotism, vanity, disdain for your fellow folk. I've always known you were wicked, you arrogant lassie.
You old geezer!
Why, you? A witch, and a witch of old Hall's kin.
I am not a witch, you.
Oh, listen here, you old wretch.
That's enough!
I've heard enough. Old Johann has overstepped his boundaries. I ask that you pardon him. Yet, his concerns weigh heavy, Elise. Oh, I wasn't aware that singing and dancing was forbidden now, Father. Your singing was riddled with sin, lass. Vanity and lust go hand in hand with greed.
Oh, shush it!
What does any of this have to do with sin, Father? This old geezer just accused me and my grandmother of witchery, yet... Enough, Elise. Compose yourself and come inside. Your temperament is a sin in and of itself. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't want to get lynched, so I have to swallow my pride. Very well, Father. I guess I'll repent for something that I didn't do, if it makes you happy. I like how she has to get that dig in. Yet, there's something I'd like to make clear to you all. You've stood witness to this foolery. You've all heard old Johann accuse me of witchery. That's enough, Elise. You asked me to pardon him yourself, Father, and I will. Yet I demand you folks understand this once and for all.
Out with it!
I am not a mere maid of all work. I am one of you, and I demand right here, right now, that you start treating me as such. Very well, Elise. You've made yourself heard. Without a shadow of a doubt, lass. At last, he's made his move. Who are you? An old acquaintance of yours, lass. What? You're favored by him, Elise. Frightfully so. You're clad in his will from head to toe, inside out. And those shoes. My shoes? Those very shoes, Elise, are a testament of his gift to you. Who is he? Listen carefully now, my beautiful lass. Get away from me. Yours is his heritage, his flesh, his ardor. Don't you understand, Elise?
What in the Lord's name?
How do you know my name? His blessings, his will. He himself is writhing in your veins, lass. What do you want from me, you old hag? You must listen carefully now, my beloved. It is deeply unsettling to have somebody take you by the hand when you don't want to be held by the hand. Do as I say, and he will make all of your wishes come true.
What is this?
My wishes, you say? Why, yes. Opulence, splendor, fortune. Your deepest desire is unlike any other, Elise. I don't understand. You do, Elise. Tell me, what is it you most desire? Affectionate head pats. Me? Speak it, Elise. What I most desire, that's... fortune. Fortunate you are, Elise. Deep in this woodland, there is a patron saint. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Whose blissful word bestows a blessing upon the faithful. All that's requested in return are 3 gifts made from the testaments to one's desire. Reach his dwelling with all of these in hand, and your wish shall be granted. A womb, carrier of life. Your basket is to hold all that is sacred. The tender flesh of earthly desire. The sweetest nectar to be drunk in earnest. You are to arrive in good company, the object of your affections. You are to reach the gates of his dwelling carrying all 3 gifts. Voice your innermost desire. Surrender yourself wholly to his grace. And fortune ye shall attain. For such is his blessing, and such is your desire. Yeah, that's clearly not sketchy at all. Elise, are you listening? Huh? Yeah, generally speaking, any kind of supernatural bargain that's just like show up with a vacant womb, don't. Just don't. Turn around, walk away. If they chase you, sprint. You don't want anything to do with any of that. Huh? Where did she go?
Elise.
Oh, are you alright, Elise? Where did that old hag go?
Elise?
Elise, what's the matter with you?
Lebkuchen.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lib. It's best we let her rest a while. Can't expect a medieval village girl who hates witch tales to know that, though. Fair enough. It's best we let her rest a while. We can sit with you, Elise. Oh, it's best we give her some space, Jacob. I'm alright. I felt a little dizzy is all. I can bring you some water, Elise. As for me, I'll be in church ready to have a word with you. Don't you start, Leb. Oh, I've already started. My, now you've done it, Elise. For goodness sake. I appear to be starving to death. I like how the music in the background gets like more upbeat the more like full Elise is. I can either help chop wood or I can help Marlin with the apples. Who's Marlin? I should save my game. I learned that lesson last week. I didn't think to check the map before going looking for the work. I should have. I'm gay, but it's for a witch, not for you, so... You want help with apples. Elise, Mama won't let me chop wood for her. Don't be silly, Jacob. You're much too young to handle a hatchet. Testament to my growth that I thought to check the map at all. To be fair, the maps that I refuse to check are ones that completely failed to convey any useful information. Can you get us some wood for the hearth, Elise? I'm afraid not. I want to do a different minigame. I'm afraid not, but maybe I can make some time later. That was quite a show there, lassie. Come now, Lauralee. I need Elise to lend me a hand. What is it, Mrs. Marlin? I was hoping you'd pick me some apples today, Elise. Alright. You can leave it to me, Mrs. Marlin. Won't you get your shoes all dirty, Elise? You'll be fine, I'm certain. I could really go for a nice crisp apple. Okay, pretty straightforward. I assume there's stuff other than apples falling that I need to not catch. Let's find out. Indeed so. I wonder who the maniac dropping anvils out of trees is. Is this like a common issue around these parts? Is this why the old woman couldn't do it herself? Because she can't tank an anvil to the skull? She's not young like she used to be. You personally found this one to be the easiest. I kind of felt that way too. That didn't seem too bad at all. Ah, these'll do nicely. For your trouble, Elise. Thank you, Mrs. Marlin. Surely you could have done a little better than that. It's the shoes, I wager. If you say so, Mrs. Lorelei. I thought I'd never find you, Elise.
For goodness sake!
Oh, what now, Miffy? It's your...
Anyway,
I don't have food for you. Shoo, shoo. But Elise, it's your... My what? Your friend. The lass with the funny hat, she's right outside.
hurry it up!
Take me to her, Molly, right now. My, you're covered in dirt, lass. I'm... She's so funny looking. Look at her silly hat. Angelica, don't be rude. Do you know this lass, Lisbeth? Elise said she's from Primaldorf. Oh, I'm not from Primaldorf. I've never had it. Why, I haven't the faintest idea, Ariane. I'm just looking for Elise. Have you seen her? Elise, do you know her? No, I'm looking for somebody that I've never heard of in my life. We do happen to know Elise, but how do you know her, lass? Ah, Elise said she's adopted. When did you hear about all this, Melly? I take it that because I fed her last time, she's like chiming in and trying to be helpful this time. Otherwise, she'd be like goading the crowd. Oh, if you'd please tell me where. Look, Mama, she has a tiny scarecrow.
Oh, but I...
Forgive me, but does anybody know where I can find Elise? Wait, can I find the dog along the way? No, I can't.
Rose and Marine!
Rosemarine.
Elise!
Elise.
For goodness sake!
What are you doing here, you... So you do know the last Elise? Yes, she's...
Keep it together, Elise.
Think, Elise, think. A distant cousin from Premaldorf. Why, you don't have cousins, Elise. I do recall Old Hall's mother had a sister, but I never met her. Yes, exactly. Rosemarine here is my aunt's granddaughter. Ah, it's Rose and Marie. Oh, I'm so very pleased to meet you, Rose and Marie. Oh, thank you. Anyhow, it's getting quite late. We'd best move along before... Ah, but do tell me, my dear. How long have you known you had a cousin? I'm not sure which of these lines of dialogue is better. Met her this Saturday, kind of... I don't like this one. It kind of implies a lack of foreknowledge that I think would not be good. This one kind of puts me on the spot, but I am nothing if not willing to make shit up. Granny told me about her. She said Rosemary here might show up one day, you see. I never got to meet my aunt before she passed, but I'm glad I got to meet my cousin. Ah, I see, I see. And she turned up just in time for the festival, too. Mama, Mama, can the funny lady come play with us?
Of course.
Ah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't want to bother you, Rose and Marie. You're all very welcoming, but we ought to move along and... One wonders, Elise, how did you meet your cousin then? I found her all alone out at the crossroads. Poor thing got lost.
Now that you mention it...
It's such a silly story, isn't it, Rosemary? Ah, yes, that's right. In fact, I took her for a beggar when I first laid my eyes on her. You certainly did. Oh, the poor lass.
Now that you mention it...
I was on my way to Kaiferberg, you see. That's when I saw her. She asked me if I knew somebody named Hall. Oh, how fortunate. You ought to stay for the festival, Rose and Marie.
Of course.
Ah, most certainly. Well, as much as I'd love to sit around and chat... Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you all. It's a pleasure to know you too, Rose and Marie. We'll be on our way then. Come, Rosemary.
Yes.
Ah, goodbye. They'll never suspect that I'm a lesbian at this rate. How much time is left in the day? Fox snuck through successfully. Yeah. Apparently this one won't advance time, so I'll just do it.
For goodness sake!
Have you completely lost your wits, Rosemary? I'm sorry, Elise. I knew you had a bird's nest for a brain, but this is too much. Well, you know what you did. I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to. I was chasing after Flock, you see.
For goodness sake!
For goodness sake, Rosemary. Why not let him frolic about? That's what goats do.
Oh, but
He took the laundry I was tending to right out of my hands. I couldn't let him ruin your sheets. Alright, well... we didn't do too bad convincing the townsfolk, I'd say.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to trouble you. Forget it, Rosemary. It's alright. I'm telling you, it's fine, Rosemary. I feel like all I've done so far is trouble you. Which isn't a complete lie now, is it? Yet, I do enjoy your company, so...
Elise.
Elise. Anyhow, we ought to keep our stories straight. Maybe if we tell them I came to lend you a hand with work?
This is it!
That's it, Rosemary. Huh?
Alright?
Alright, listen carefully. Granny Hall told me about you and her auntie long ago. Your grandmother is Granny Hall's auntie, which makes us distant cousins. Yes. So, you heard about the festival and came about to Kuiperberg to meet Granny Hall. Yes. Last Saturday, we just so happened to bump into each other by the crossroads. You asked me about Granny Hall, and that's how we met.
I'm sorry,
I don't understand, Elise. How does that relate to what I said? Why, you liked Kuiperberg so much you wanted to stay and lend a hand. Oh. You're a kind, charitable, loving soul who wants to help with the festival. That'll keep them from asking too many questions, I'd wager. I think that's a great idea, Elise.
Alright?
This being said, Rosemary, you're going home right after nightfall, you hear? I don't want you hanging about these folks too much. Alright, Elise.
I did it!
We're making it happen right now then. Let's go. Yes. I think I recall Molly saying that she wanted a pretzel. So I should probably pick one up just in case. Okay, this is just more efficient bread, basically. It's like I can get 3 ones for 30, or I can get 1 3 for 30. Is there bread hidden over here? Again? No? Okay. This one is still salvageable, I'd say. Several sunbeams peer through the many holes in the roof, shedding light on its barren interior. We must be careful, Rosemary. These folks are all nosy and ill-tempered. We don't want to make the situation any worse, understood? Yes, Elise. I'll be good, you'll see. But will you be a little goody two-shoes? That's the level that you need to aspire to. Follow my example. I can play Kiss the Rat with the kids, but I don't think playing with children would give me money, surely. That said, it does have the work icon. They'll bribe me to play with them. Let's find out. It's a new minigame if nothing else. Rosa Marie can help. It'll cost you 3 bread each time, but she'll make tasks easier and avoid raising suspicion. She'd have to raise the payout by at least 30 to make it worthwhile. So you weren't lying, Nelly? I told you, I know what I saw. What did you tell these two, Melissa? Ah, maybe it's best we don't annoy her, Elise? You shush it, Rosemary. Oh, won't you and your cousin play Kiss the Rat with us, Elise? Sure. We can play with you, I suppose. Oh, a game? You stay close to me, Rosemary. I'll go call Gurun. Gross, I don't want this stinky rat anywhere near me. If they don't pay me, I'm reloading the save. A for blue, B for yellow. I don't get this at all. It's a timing game. I guess my timing must be off. Oh, there we go. Okay, it took me a while to get the timing. That was abysmal. Will they at least pay me? I straight up just lose. You're terrible at this. Oh, shush it up, Belle. I still want you to have this at least. You didn't have to, Jacob. We lost after all. You shush it, Rosemary. Yeah, no, I'm reloading that save. I try not to save scum, but I definitely feel like I could do better. It's best you head on home now, Rosemary. Folks have had enough of you for one day. Oh, it was so much fun, Elise. You say so. I'll see you at home then. Yeah, normally I don't like save scumming, but I really feel like I could have done better there. I just needed to learn the timing. it's not that bad.
3, 2, 1.
It's not that bad at all. At least until they change the timing on me. Okay, yeah, screw this game. Yeah, it wasn't that bad until they gave me a C. I mean, it's still a pass, I guess. It's a tie, huh? Good and left already, but you can have this, Elise. The score multiplies until you fail, so failing resets it. Gotcha. Is this how you two are spending your allowance? Oh, I feel bad for taking it. Well, I don't. I've had it with this game. For one of the trophies, you had to do a perfect run. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Luckily, I don't particularly care about trophies. That and Switch just straight up doesn't have trophies. Individual games might track trophy-like things, but Switch does not inherently have trophies. Ah, it's you, the kooky lass. You know, Groon, that's not something you'd usually... You're ugly, Elise. You're ugly. Why, you... Is this your cat, Groon? She's Mrs. Linda's. Her name is Lila. Oh, that's such a sweet name. Say, kooky lass. It's Rosemarie, Groon. Why is there a scarecrow on your shawl, Rosemarie? Oh, this? My granny made it for me when I was just about your age. I keep it with me always because she isn't with me anymore, you see. Oh, I'm sorry. That's quite alright, Groon. Since when are you so good with children, Rosemary? What does kooky even mean? Like, strange, weird... Like, somebody who's, like, acting very abnormally? It's not necessarily an insult, but it can very, very easily be interpreted as one. Yeah, it's very comparable to weirdo. Since when are you so good with children, Rosemarie? You're an ugly old crone, Elise. You should learn from your cousin. Why, you little... Groon? Maybe then your big nose will shrink and become nice and tiny like mine. Now, Groon. Elise's nose isn't that pointy. That's it, we're leaving. Rosemarie. Huh? You're welcome to come play with me whenever you'd like. Don't mind the sirens in the background. Yeah, my window's shut, I can't make it more quiet. You're welcome to come play with me whenever you'd like. Oh, you're too kind, Groon. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, no, if a child spoke to me that way, I would probably throw her down a well. It's like, you think I'm ugly, how's the view from down there? Oh, you're too kind, Groon. Goodbye. Gotta get out of town to the stables. What will I do when they grow up taller than me and they throw me down a well? So ideally by that point... Well, for starters, by that point, by the time that they've grown up, I've probably just moved to another, like, town entirely to hide my immortality. But aside from that, they've probably matured a little bit, and they wouldn't do anything as childish as throwing me down a well in retribution. Like, seriously, who does that? Ah, there they are. Your cousin, is it? It's a pleasure to meet you. Says the adult who'd be childish enough to do that. That was the joke, yes. It's a pleasure to meet you. She came all the way from Primeldorf. Primeldorf, that's a long way from here. Ah, truly. I was thinking of asking you to collect me some eggs, Elise. Of course. Rosemary can come with me and lend me a hand. Ah, yes. I don't quite understand how Rosemary helps. It just says that she can, and that it costs extra bread. Okay, so like she intervened where Elise would have been incapacitated. Does she intervene only once? That's kinda cool. That definitely made it easier, I will give it that. But given that it costs 3 bread to get the help, I don't think it's worth it. Good job, you two. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it, Elise? I struggle to understand what's so fun about collecting eggs. Why don't you two get yourselves something nice for supper? Oh, thank you so much. It's probably worth it if you can consistently get S ranks. Oh, thank you so much. I just realized that was a circle of mushrooms to my right. I do not want to stand in the middle of a circle of mushrooms in a grim fairy tale. Absolutely not. I refuse.
Muffy!
It's you. It's pretzel time, Elise.
For goodness sake!
Oh, spare me, Maggie. I waited all day, Elise. You promised me a pretzel. I promised you no such thing.
Oh,
I'm telling Father Hans then. Just you wait. Good luck with that, Mindy. I've already introduced her to everybody myself. Oh, my poor beggar cousin Rosemary. They fell right for it, every single one of them. She's not your cousin? Golly, Elise, even I fell for it. No, you got it all wrong. What I meant was... I best go let all those folks know, huh? Oh, if only you'd give me a pretzel. Take the pretzel, you little shit. I think I just gave her a bread by accident. Dare tell his soul about any of this and you're good as dead. This isn't a pretzel, Elise.
oh,
Crap, I meant to give her the pretzel. Ugh, okay, whatever. I legitimately meant to give her the pretzel, but I thought that the menu automatically opened on the pretzel. This is before the minigame, isn't it? Well, guess we're doing chickens again. So how is your day going? I like how this isn't even... I like how this isn't even a virtual console game and I started abusing my Time Lord powers. I just can't stop myself. In for a penny. Yeah, that could have gone so much worse. Out of my way, you feathered rat. I'm trying to imagine what a feathered rat would actually look like, and I'm not having much success.
3, 2, 1, go!
I think I'm getting the hang of this game too.
1, go!
The different colors move at different paces. The whites are the fastest, the reds are the slowest, I think. We take those. Two more eggs and it would have been S. Yeah, you basically have to just not screw up at all for that then. I guess it didn't automatically open. Here, take the pretzel. You keep your wretched mouth shut, Mindy, or else. Dare tell a soul about any of this and you're good as dead. I'll throw you down the well with the child. Don't think I won't.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's what I thought. Oh, and it's fresh too? You're so generous, Elise.
Alright.
Are we clear, Murphy? As long as you give me some grape juice tomorrow. So I can drown you in it. Got it. You like how Elise constantly misnames people? I was thinking the same thing, yeah. I'd best make certain I keep some grape juice aside for her tomorrow. The question becomes, how do I get grape juice? General store. Where is the general store? I don't think I've been there. Near where I played Kiss the Rat, thank you. Imagine living across from Wilma's Inn. Ah, here we are. I was wondering where to get matches. Hello, she's very cute. Not biased. How can I help you, darling? Okay, these are inexpensive. Oh, this is how I fix sanity. A bottle carrying the oil of Saint Walpurga herself. Said to restore good judgment. A little lesbianing. It's not lesbian. Goodbye, Miss Walnut. She vaguely resembles me. It's a little bit of like ego. I can do more chicken work. I'd rather do chicken work than wood chopping work. I probably shouldn't have skipped all that dialogue, but I guess we all kind of know like what she was gonna say. It's like, Wilma, you'll do this for me, right? It's like, what makes you think I will? It's like, well, you got nothing better to do. It's like, you're lucky. I'm just doing this so you won't have to. Yeah, because I don't have Rosemary, the right-hand panel is just another Elise. Makes sense. Definitely getting the hang of this. Excellent. Or escalent. Eh? Try again? Yes, I would like the attempt to do worse. No, thank you. Okay, what does an S give me? Besides victory. Oh, this is such a pleasant surprise, Elise. It wasn't even my best, Miss Wilma. I hardly see reason for such surprise. You little liar. I'll be generous since you did do a good job. Hot damn. That was 60. Okay. Why, thank you, Miss Wilma. Yeah, that was a lot of money. It's like double what I'm used to getting. If only IRL jobs were just like, you worked exceptionally hard today, let me just double the amount of money that I'm paying you. Professional feathered rat wrangler. I mean, I wasn't really wrangling them so much as avoiding their ire. That said, on that successful note, we're gonna take tonight's 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, whatever you feel like you can accomplish in 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. I returned. What do you have to say, old man? On your way home, Elise? No, I was gonna sleep in the fountain. What do you think? Quite late, I'm aware. Our fellas are out on patrol for a reason, lass. I'm still not certain it's for a good reason, if I'm honest. Me too, Mr. Gustav. I must say, I don't quite see the use for it. Gustav here just doesn't want to make the rounds, I think. I'd say getting a good night's sleep would do us all better, is all. Old Johann's preaching does more harm than good. He could be right for all we know. I struggle to fear something I haven't yet seen, Wilhelm. Truly, there's no such thing as a witch. My only comfort is knowing that it'll keep Freya well rested. You too, Elise. You and your cousin can sleep comfortably tonight. That darkness is definitely like a bit claustrophobia inducing. Incidentally, while I was on break, I was reading a fanfiction that updated after 4 years. I'm not talking with Lokuchin, why would I? I mean, I'm not unwilling, it's just like... The red? Oh, good point. Don't you start, Livkuchin. I am not explaining myself again, my lips are sealed. He told me to talk to her too? I thought he told me to talk to Rosemary. You can stand there looking at me all you want. She's a rather sweet lass, I must say. Livkuchin. I know you, Elise. She's my cousin. There's nothing more to it. Oh, could you say that again? She's, you know? No, I don't know, Elise. That's why I'm asking. now that we got that out of the way, won't you tell me who she is? She says she's a traveler. I found her hiding in my granary on Saturday. A traveler? I'm not convinced either, Lev, but I felt sorry for the poor lass. She says she'll be leaving right after the festival, so it's only temporary. What has she come here to do? She won't tell me much herself. I had no intention of bringing her to Kuiperberg, but she graced us with her presence, I suppose, and I had to think of something right there. I had to think of something right there and then. Elise. I shouldn't be housing a stranger, let alone put myself in harm's way for her, but I understand, Elise. Oh, Lev. I also understand that what you're telling me is a half-truth at best. Here's your bread. You'll let me know if you need more, won't you? I trust you all the same, Elise. You don't have to help me, Lev. You know that. Yet here I am. Look at me, Elise. I do trust you. I need you to know that. Alright. Stay out of trouble now. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it says have dinner with Rose and Marie. That's what I thought I had to do next. Yeah, I was saying earlier, during the break, I was reading a fanfiction that updated after 4 years. I really should get in the habit of, like, following things that I like, because the update in question happened in 2022. Hello?
Elise.
Ah, there you are, Elise. It's quite late, isn't it?
For goodness sake.
Spare me the earful, Rosemary. What's there to sweep out here after nightfall, anyhow? Silly Elise, there's a lot of dirt between here and the Earth's molten core.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was keeping myself busy until you came home, that's all. And Flock here was amusing himself chasing after the broom. Weren't you, Flock? What's for supper then?
Yes.
Oh, I made grape soup. I'm imagining what grape soup would taste like, and I imagine it would be delicious actually, but also not really what I would expect from something called a soup. Soup? I figured we could both use something hearty. We have eggs, what about the eggs?
Of course.
I cooked those too. I'm basically imagining just like pulpy grape juice. Which, to be fair, does sound delicious. I thought we could toast some of yesterday's bread to have with them. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sorry,
Did I do something wrong? Eggy toast ought to be enough for today, I suppose. Let's head inside, Rosemary. Now, I want the grape soup. Like, IRL, I could really go for some grape soup. What? It's nothing.
Oh, but
Please wait. It's tastier than it looks, isn't it? Could have been worse, that's for certain. Anything tastes good when you're hungry, I find. I suppose today went well, all things considered. I'd best keep an eye on her, lest those folks...
sorry,
Say, Elise, I've been meaning to ask you something. Huh? Those shoes you found this morning.
now that you mention it.
What about them? You still haven't told me much about them. I've seen them before in my dreams, a long time ago. In your dreams.
Sorry,
Elise, is there something that you're not telling me? I don't know where to start, Rosemarine. I've been avoiding thinking about it. But this morning in Kuiperberg,
Wait, Elise.
Our fates, Elise, they're finally starting to align. Huh? Oh, never mind.
Rosemarine.
I saw an old hag, Rosemarine. She told me about this patron saint in the woods. That he grants folks wishes if they bring him gifts. So it's true after all. You've heard about all this before? Carry on, carry on. She said I must bring him 3 gifts. The womb, the flesh, and the sweetest nectar. The tender flesh, the sweetest nectar, and good company. Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. What else did she say? Did she mention your fate?
Goodness sake!
For goodness sake, Rosemarine. You're scaring me with all this nonsense. Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. How do you know about all this? It's an old folk tale Granny used to tell me. A folk tale. Carry on now. What else did she say? She mentioned finding a dwelling in the woods, that he will grant my wish if I bring him the 3 gifts made from these testaments. You told her your wish, didn't you? I did, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's... Don't tell me. You can't tell other folks about your wish,
Out with
Elise.
it!
Rosemary, you have to tell me what's going on.
Oh, that's...
All I know is what my granny told me, but... I can tell you all about it, Elise. I can help you.
Marine.
Rosemarine, I need to think about this. I'll be here tidying up. You can ask me anything you'd like. Alright? Rosemarine, you don't have to look so frightened, Elise. This is all very overwhelming, is all. Oh, Elise, isn't fate such a wonderful thing? Enough of that, Rosemarine. What are these testaments and gifts? Ah, of course. In order to meet him, you're going to have to gather the testaments to your resolve. These are tools and ingredients that you'll have to use when crafting the gifts. It's common courtesy to bring your host nice gifts when visiting, isn't it? Huh. Ah, there's also the trials, but I can tell you all about his folktale later. Alright then. For now, I want to know... What is the sweetest nectar? It's not as though I don't have an idea, but I don't quite like it. It represents your vitality, Elise, your essence. You don't mean... All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. A part of my mortal body, huh? I know what you're thinking, Elise. That could be it, if that's what you're inclined to bring him, but... What is it, Rosemarine? These are meant as proof of your resolve, first and foremost. It's your determination that's most important, Elise. Huh. Rosemarine? Okay, so I guess the sweetest nectar could be blood? What is the tender flesh? I don't quite like the sound of it, but... Oh, you're the one making it sound bad, Elise. The tender flesh represents your body, the vessel for your soul, so to speak. A representation of my own flesh, then. All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. Huh? It's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. It could be a nail clipping, or a strand of hair. What's important is that the connection between you and the symbolic vessel. A symbolic vessel. Rosemarine, what is the good company? I don't know what to think of this one. You should meet him when your soul is at its most vulnerable, Elise. At its most vulnerable? Granny used to say that good company brings one's innermost self to light. One's true face, in other words. Rosemary, I'm not sure I understand. Why, it's love, Elise. Love? Love reveals all, wouldn't you say? I suppose. I need time to think. I still can't wrap my head around this nonsense, Rosemary. That's alright, Elise. I'll be here if you have any more questions. I think I need a moment. Bringing him gifts made out of testaments. And I'm supposed to find these somewhere, but where? Yeah, the common thread seems to be, like, me. It's like I gotta give him my blood, I gotta give him my flesh. I need an Ouroboros steak, some Gamer Curl bathwater, and to not be maidenless. You ask for too much. Elise? What is it, Rosemary? I still haven't told you much about myself, but I'll be outside in the granary if you want to talk more. I'll think about it, Rosemary. Just another girl with a wish. Doesn't everyone have a wish or two? Not all that meet him do. I was once what you'd call the good company, despite these red shoes. The object of her affections, I suppose. What are you talking about? I was forsaken in his den by the one that I loved. Okay, so presumably I have to, like, sacrifice the good company, the tender flesh, and the sweetest nectar. I guess that means that, like, I die and he takes my soul to his realm or something like that. I was forsaken in his den by the one that I loved. Whoever you bring to keep him company. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Bear in mind, this will be their fate. The good company. Okay, that hurt my sanity a little bit, but it was very important information. Whoever I bring to meet him will be forsaken. Unless I can avert my fate at the last second. Which is a possibility, I suppose. Rosemary was not at the granary. Oh wait, there she is. I knew you'd come about, Elise. You seem to know everything, don't you? Not at all, but feel free to ask me about anything you'd like. Alright, well... who is he? You said your granny used to tell you this folktale. He's a patron saint, Elise. He grants folks wishes for a heavy price. A heavy price, huh? He, whose name has been lost to time, is a benevolent entity. It's said he can grant folks wishes if they show him their resolve. Firstly, you ought to acknowledge his invitation to meet him. The shoes, I suppose. That's the only explanation. If you do, he will then welcome you to his trials. Trials? If you do clear them and show him your resolve by doing so, he will give you a testament. Alright. You will then have to use the testaments to craft him gifts, and go out into the woods, gifts in hand, on the night of a full moon to summon him. It sounds an awful lot like a cautionary tale. Oh, but we're now finding out it's more than that, aren't we? I suppose. I'll have to find out for myself whether that's true or not. Alright, well, who are you, Rosemary? You haven't told me enough about yourself. Well, how to say... I'm a strong believer in fate, Elise. Fate, you say? I've dreamed about you, about Kyverberg, your home, your shoes. Ever since I was born, I've known my fate was with you, Elise. I don't understand, Rosemary. Those dreams were premonitions, I'm certain. They stopped the night I reached Kyverberg, which can only mean that I'm currently living out my own fate, by your side, Elise. I find that very difficult to believe, Rosemary. I know it all sounds very strange, but my granny taught me everything I know, you see. About nature, about the cosmos, faith, and about the woodland. The woodland, you say? She told me all sorts of tales from the past. About our community, about its origins, and our patroness Walpurga. Rosemary, that's rather... Isn't it such a coincidence that both of our patronesses have the same name? It has to be Face, Elise. Ah, I'm not too sure about that. You see, some things had yet to make sense to me until recently. I didn't understand my own dreams for a long, long time, or why I could sense, see, and feel things unspoken. Rosemary. Why folks called us foul names, or why Granny preferred to sleep under the stars most nights. Yet it all fell into place, Elise, as she told me it would. Fate will guide you if you let it. All you have to do is trust your instincts. I suppose. Yeah, for now I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of swept up in all this. We'll see how that plays out, I guess. Okay, there's a girl in a field with a fence around her. Granny Hall used to love this thing, didn't she? I never truly understood why exactly. You did say keep an eye on it. It'll probably change over time, yeah? This is what my bed looks like when I'm tired. It's just beckoning me. Gifts, huh? I'd best go to bed. I'd make sense of all this tomorrow. Sure hope I don't have another Fae nightmare. Oh no.
Sake.
I can't sleep. I can't stop thinking about all this nonsense. Everything that old hag told me about the testaments, the gifts, about him. What Rosemarine told me too. I find it hard to believe, but maybe it's true. If I do gather these testaments, if I do find my way to him, maybe I can finally leave this wretched town and live the life I'm meant to live.
Now that you mention it.
Start anew, someplace far, far away. This could very well be my chance for happiness. Her nose is very pointy, though that might just be the art style.
Let's go!
I ought to at least try. I have to go to the woodland and find out, right now. I keep accidentally turning the lantern on. Oh well. Given that I'm going out at an incredibly cursed hour, I think having some light wouldn't hurt. I'm not actually certain what counts as woodlands in this context. Maybe it's not out of reach. I'm not quite sure I believe this nonsense, though. Shining in the distance, the monumental castle stands ephemeral and out of reach. I am yawning a lot. I'm probably going to end up going straight to bed after stream. Wait, hold on. I could have sworn that her reflection was a different person, but I guess I was seeing things. Yeah, my new job is very physical. It definitely makes me tired. I wonder if there's something up there in that windmill. I don't know what that was about or what that thing was, but what I saw in there was a ritual of sorts, there's no doubt about it. Getting into the mood of the story, what do you mean? Thought I saw somebody in the reflection. Ah, yes, of course. Let's see if what that old hag said is true.
Together, Elise.
I have to at least give it a try. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Can I go home? I regret this immediately. So this is the woodland. I ought to find him. I ought to be brave. But I don't have gifts. Why am I approaching him without gifts? Though I guess I'm just acknowledging his invitation. That looks like a bloody dress.
What is this?
What is this wretched place? I best be careful. This could be dangerous. Oh dear. Ow. A candle holder. What is such a thing doing so deep in the woods? I got an ointment. I'm pretty sure that heals me. These moths aren't going anywhere, are they? If Elise is scared, she should perhaps look at the portrait of her beloved to calm down. I get the impression that you're baiting me into something, but I'll check it out. It looks like she's got blood dripping from her mouth. She looks a bit cursed. This is an unlit candle. There's a wick. Can I light this candle, I wonder? I mean, I just did, didn't I? Okay, yes, they are all incredibly cursed. I could get through this passage. If only I could do away with these moths somehow. This got their attention, I suppose. I'd better be careful moving forward. What in the... Have you met the witch? She's so very eager to meet you again, would you believe? The witch, you say? Your paths are bound to cross before long, but... I have my doubts you'll last long in the Black Wilderness. Wait, what in the Lord's name? I keep accidentally turning my lantern on and off. Oh hey, more matches. Hint hint. The music here definitely does like a good job of being like unsettling. It's like, yeah, you really don't want to be here. I got a mushroom. Was the card kicked on break? No, it wasn't. We do this to resynchronize the audio and the video. Thank you for the reminder. You join, you immediately think you hear a fox. I mean, to be fair, I am talking. It's my show, after all. Don't mind me just living out a fucked up fairy tale. I really should stop sprinting down these pathways. It's only slowing me down. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You're not wrong at all. Take heed, she's taking advantage of you. Who is? That creature, she goes hungry. It's you she wants, your flesh. The witch. Don't allow her to interfere with your wish. How would she interfere exactly? Wait. Her interference, she says. I got a fancy hanky. And lost some sanity. But like, I'm a VTuber, so I didn't need that to begin with. The more unhinged I become, the more power I possess. Unless you have a childlike body type, in which case nothing can save you. What in the Lord's name? There are so many, I must find a way to distract them. Vandalism. Simply lighting it may not be enough. The moths are too far away to notice the flame. If I could alert them somehow or bring them with me. I mean, I've done it once before. This is definitely an opportunity to die, so we will save our progress. Got another mushroom, love to see it. Those moths are too far away to notice this flame. Oh, that was gruesome. It didn't last long, but that was gruesome. Yeah, just a nibble. Just a little affectionate nom on the arm and the face. They're moths, after all. No wonder they're drawn to the flame. Which would include my lantern, I suppose. That's fine. Blood is a resource to be spent, after all. Looks like a doe's remains. I've never seen such a thing before. The pristine skeletal remains of a doe, every bone barren of any kind of life. Jane Doe? God, imagine. It's like, this is what happens when you try to bring that Tommy Mommy stuff into a grim fairy tale. It's not gonna work for you. The hallowed coppice. The living hallowed coppice at that. I've been spotting these scribbled scattered about. Are these people? Engraved deep into the rocky surface are several familiar shapes reminiscent of human life. Those moths aren't going anywhere. I must find a way to lure those butterflies off that carcass. But I need a flame, otherwise... oh shoot. Do I? Well, I need something to distract them with. That, or I turn my lantern off while they're in the middle of chasing me. That could possibly also work. We golden maidens aren't to be sneered at. You'll understand in time, I'm certain. Why would you say that? My, you can't possibly think he'll give you his blessing. I was told otherwise. Oh, such naivete. How amusing you are, I can't wait to welcome you. What an infuriating character. Got a leather purse out of it, we take this. Cost a little sanity, but we didn't need that. You're noticing a trend in the game that I play that somebody is promising nice things and another party is saying it's the worst thing imaginable. It's a bit of a coincidence, but yes, the parallel is here between this game and Misfortune. Elise definitely takes a few hits along the way. Its toxicity is said to rejuvenate the body. I think I'm out of dedicated healing items. Another mushroom, we take those. Especially when we're hungry. He's like, yeah, this is gonna hurt. Feel free to patch yourself up just a little. They're devouring that thing, huh? I am painfully brute forcing a half solution to the puzzle. Oh, I thought I was doing it right. You're devouring that thing, huh? Perhaps I could lure all those butterflies here to clear this path. Yeah, that dough's not the only thing that they're devouring. These look different, don't they? The pristine skeletal remains of a doe, its entrails alone left intact. Okay, so I put them there. I definitely get the impression that I'm doing this wrong. But I'm not certain what I could be doing differently. Aside from not walking into the cloud of venomous or not venomous. Aside from not walking into the cloud of flesh-eating butterflies. Can you give hints? Go ahead. I do see these root markings on the ground. What are the moths attracted to? Light. Only light? They also seem attracted to meat, which is why I could like drop the moths off here to permanently clear that thing out. Like that. They all also seem to be worshipping, like, these roots. I would imagine it's something like this. Yeah, so I just have to, like... I just have to pull them up to the big one at a time, I guess. Oh, but wait, I had to... whatever. I was gonna say, wait, I had to move the other moths there to get through, but I didn't actually have to do that? I'll take the purse. My sanity's getting kind of low, but like... I can live with that. Get picked clean, nerd. Excuse me. That's my head in a basket. You've come to me at last. Don't be frightened, Elise. Come closer.
What is this?
What in the Lord's name? You've done well to find your way into these woods. It's imperative, Elise, that you listen to me closely. He's once more trying to take you away from me, but not for long. Huh? Take this basket now. You ought to gather the gifts in it, Elise. The gifts, you say? Find your way to him deeper into this grove of mine. Only then may your wish come to fruition, my beloved.
What is this?
What are you? I will guide you to him, Elise. You ought to trust my word. Your precious wish will be safe with me. How am I to find him? You, Elise, are my kin, my triumph, my beloved progeny. What he's done to me is no matter. All I want is you. Slightly horrifying. I will allow him and his pets into my woodland once more. I will allow him to tempt you, to toy with you. What are you? All for the greater good, my beloved. So that we can be reunited, so that I can bear life in my womb once more.
I'm losing my wits!
I need to get out of here, so I can retrieve what's mine. Ow. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite doing this right. Oh wait, the path is different now. Never mind. Well, not because I'm salty, but because it's 9:30 my time, we're gonna call it there for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next stream will be on Friday. The game will be Crosscode. Hopefully, I'll finally beat that dang super boss. Next time I'm streaming this game in particular will be on Wednesday. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you again. Good night.